my kindergarten first and third grade friends. Today we are going to read informational text. With our informational text, remember this is about facts, and we use facts to tell people more about things for my kindergarten first grade friends. For my third grade friends, we use our facts in our writing not only to tell people about things, but to tell them why it's our favorite or why this really happened. So, with our informational or nonfiction text, we're going to open up today to the Table of Continents page. And the Table of Continents page tells us every single fact that's listed in this book by their main idea. So today, I want to read about Victoria Falls. And here it says I have to turn all the way to page 32 to find out about Victoria Falls. Are you ready, friends? Here we go. So Victoria Falls is actually located in a different continent, all the way across the Atlantic Ocean in Africa. That's a really far away place, friends. Let's hear some information about the Victoria Falls. Measuring at 328 feet, 100 meters high, and 5,597 feet wide, Victoria Falls is the world's biggest sheet of falling water. When the river is in full flow, its traditional African name is Mozia Oitunia, which means the smoke that thunders. Victoria Falls forms the border between Zimbabwe and Zimbabwe in southern Africa. And here's a picture of the falls all the way down at the bottom, friends. It looks like the water falls from a really high point. Let's read some facts. Extreme sports. The waterfall is a major destination for adventure sports. A railroad bridge close to Victoria Falls serves as a perfect site for bungee jumping. Thrill seekers can also zip across the water suspended from a cable between the craggy cliffs, or navigate rafts through the Zambezi River's ferocious rapids. So here's a picture of somebody who's using a safety harness to jump all the way from a high point down to the bottom point. Now, friends, that's something you should only do if you're with somebody who has done this many times before. Don't try it at home. Miss Joy's never going to try it because Miss Joy is scared of high places. Let's find another fact to read about. The Zigzagging River. The Zambezi River zigzags through 6 river gorges, 4 of which are shown here. These natural steep sideways valleys are carved as running water wears away the rock underneath Victoria Falls, lies at the top of the first of these gorges. So the falls is made by one of the rivers that is coming through one of the valleys, friends. And remember what we talked about the word erosion last time with our informational text. That's when the water keeps hitting the rock and breaking up the rock into smaller places. All right, friends, let's read some facts about something else. I'm going to go back to my table of continents to find out where a new fact can be located. I want to read about Stonehenge, and that's going to be on page 36. Friends, do you know what the Stonehenge is? It sounds different, but it's pretty cool. Let's read. A circle of megaliths, giant stones. Stonehenge is one of the world's most famous Stone Age structures. Its most iconic feature is the trilithons, 2 large stones with a third laid across the top. This site may have been used for burials or rituals, but no one knows why or how it was built. And Stonehenge is located on the Salisbury Plain in southern England, and it's part of the United Kingdom. So England is a country, once again, all the way across the Atlantic Ocean, and is part of the continent Europe. But it's not actually attached to Europe, it's its own little island. Kind of like Hawaii isn't attached to the United States, but is its own little island. Okay, friends, and here's a picture of the Stonehenge. Isn't that a strange building just to show up out of nowhere? When you look at this picture, it kind of makes me think of dominoes being stacked all over. Let's read some of the facts about it. Settlement. The remains of a large settlement have been found at Durrington Walls near Stonehenge. One theory is that the settlers created the stone structures as a burial site for the dead. So, apparently there is a little village that is next to where Stonehenge is at, and they think that the people would come to that village in order to bury the bodies. Let's see. Carnhenge, located in Nebraska, which is part of the United States. This replica of Stonehenge is made from old cars sprayed with gray paint. Jim Reinders built Carnhenge as a memorial to his father using a total of 38 cars. So somebody tried to make the same type of structures in the United States, friends. Let's see if there's another good fact. Today's site. Stonehenge had around 165 stones when the circle was completed, but of these, only 92 remain today. Many have either fallen or been worn away. Remember what we talked about the rivers? When natural forces, such as wind, water, or other rocks, hit a piece of land, it wears it away and makes it smaller. Many of these have either fallen or been worn away. A few of the standing stones have now been set in concrete to prevent them from falling. So in our picture, we can see how the stones are a lot older. Several of them are uneven, or some of them are broken down, and they had to use the concrete in order to make it safe for other people to come and visit them. Friends, I want you to share one fun fact that you learned from me today about either the Stonehenge or Victoria Falls in the comments. Thanks for listening.